And I do really think this was due to sat down and not performing the scenes properly. But even Carly said, and I definitely agree, like whether you're sat down on stage, behind stage, like you need to constantly be ready to perform. The rest of this week we were given independent rehearsal time. We ran through Take Me to Heaven and looked into the choreo in proper detail, as it did come out fairly messy and we all wanted to kind of figure out what was making it messy. So as a group we went through the whole dance, like move by move, to make sure like all timing was correct as well as the placement of every body part. The end of this number was mainly the messy part, as it was the last part that we learned and then didn't really go back to it. So we just like were all making sure we knew what was going on, what arms we were using, and stuff like that. The 17th to 20th of May, this week we learned the choreo for Fabulous Baby. I really enjoyed this, as it kind of gave me and the other girls to add a bit of sass like into our movements, obviously as we're usually playing nuns. I believe I really used my character's purpose very well, like within my facial expressions and movements, and to show the power me and the girls hold, and especially like a nice kick in the face to like Curtis, and I think I really showed that within my facial expressions. I just need to make sure I'm working on the extension of every movement, to make sure I'm keeping the number clean and it doesn't look messy. Also this week we sung through Raise Your Voice as just like an independent rehearsal thing. The song as a whole, I believe, sounded like really beautiful, like it sounded really good. And obviously we've been practicing this song for like weeks, so we've had time to work on it. And it had a very nice like build to it, but we really struggled with the very last harmony. We were repeating it like multiple times and trying to figure out what was going wrong, and we asked for our peers' help to see if they could figure it out. In the end we couldn't really figure it out, but we did get it right. So I made sure I filmed my harmony, so I could keep practicing it, because something wasn't quite right, and I think it was just down to like in the previous weeks hearing it go wrong but not really doing anything about it. The 24th to the 26th of May, we completely finished the Fabulous Baby choreography. This was very difficult. The start of the numbers is pretty simple, but the end of it is a bit more complex, and I think that's more due to the lift that's going on in the middle of the room. So a lot was going on and it was difficult to focus on the choreography we were given, as well as spacing wasn't the best. It wasn't ideal, because the dance studio's a lot smaller than the theatre. We did discuss this like as a group and made sure to tell our peers that were doing the lift to make sure they move into the centre of the stage, which is where they are meant to be. Obviously doing a lift is quite difficult, but yeah, so making sure they're in the centre of the stage so we can get past with no worries. And focus on the choreo rather than focus on being like kicked in the face or getting in the way and the lift going wrong, as it is something that can be quite dangerous if it's not done properly. So yeah,